According to the Bible, there was a time when all people on earth spoke one language, and the people began building the Tower of Babel to reach the heavens, which was in open defiance of God's wishes. To stop this effort, God made everybody speak different languages, so that no one could understand each other. Because of the new language barrier, work on the tower halted and it remained unfinished. As with the Tower of Babel, language differences can be a barrier as almost 95% of the people in the world are non-native English speakers. English today is considered to be a common language, or the lingua franca of the world, so we can say it belonging to everybody, which included you and me. Some statistics show that about 2.1 billion people speak the English around the world. The number of people who speak English as a first language is about 330 million, which account for about 16% of all English speakers. The number of people who speak English as a second language is about 520 million, which is about 25%, and the rest, almost 60% of all English speakers brains. The English language originated in England and was spoken by the people living there, but gradually its use expanded in the colonies of the British Empire. In many countries, the language developed in its own way, and each variation should be recognized and accepted as it is. When you compare the British English and the American English, you cannot say which is superior to the others. Some people succeeded in learning a foreign language, but others don't. Some people learn quite quickly, but others take a long time to learn a language. Where do these differences come from? The age factor. Many people believe that the younger, the better in foreign language learnings. Is that really true? Yes and no. As for the mastery of the phonological system or pronunciations, researchers almost unanimously agree that the younger, the better. Most older learners inevitably have an accent when they people the target language as like me. However, what about learning the grammar or vocabulary? Children need to learn through experiences, calculated example one by one and over instead of studying the abstract rules. This shows that adults can learn more efficiently than children. The same thing can be said about vocabulary learnings. Grown-ups have much wider knowledge of the world, and it's easier for us to understand the abstract concept. Also, because they have higher cognitive skills, we can use it as an analogy to connect the relationships among some words, and which makes it easier for us to remember these words. The researchers' findings show that even though grown-ups can learn faster than younger learners because of their cognitive skills, particularly at the initial stages, children learn better in the end. It takes more time for children to learn, but it also means that they spend more time using the language, and they are more exposed to the language they are trying to learn. In other words, the duration of the language learnings and the amount of exposure plays a significant role in learning the foreign languages. You might want to tackle grammars, workbooks, and try intensive readings or dictation when you study languages. On the other hand, if you are a type, you might want to try as extensive readings and listenings, and to go out to talk with as many people as possible in the languages. In many cases, what is important is to find the style of learning that suits you best. Don't worry if your learning style is different from other people's learning style. Just be confident and be yourself. There are differences in the learning styles of individual learners. Some are visual learners, for example, while others are oral learners. The visual learners feel comfortable when they read textbooks and learn, but oral learners find it easy to remember when they listen to some materials. Having such a differences does not mean that one style is better than the other. You need to choose the styles you feel most comfortable with.
Bye.